Right, so I'd like to welcome you all to the White House. It is the greatest house you'll ever be invited to. It wasn't that great before I got here. I made it much better. Obviously, I'm a tremendous president, so I've made it better. With me, I have from South Africa a man called Cyril Ramaphosa.
President Cyril Ramaphosa.
Yeah, he's here. We've come to discuss various things. But I think most importantly is the welcome, Cyril.
No, thank you so much, and thank you for welcoming us in this. I've been here before.
Right, so it's lovely to have you. And basically, I've heard there's a lot of bad things happening in South Africa. There's a genocide of the white farmers.
Yeah, I think I can explain that because, South Africa is a diverse country. We believe in rainbow nation and we have a constitution. So those things, we were saying them, but not acting.
Right.
I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Over there, we put together a documentary using clippings from the news, from various other sources. I'd like you to watch it now. If you just look over there. Natalie, will you dim the lights? Somebody press play. Have a look at that. It is a catchy tune.
Yes, I love it as well. It's just that I think America does not understand it. But it's actually...
All right, if you look now, you'll see all of those there. Those are white crosses, which makes it much better. And that's families who have died. That's not traffic. Those are people visiting the graves of their loved ones who have died, being killed in the white genocide.
Honestly,
it is the worst thing. I've never seen anything like it.
I've never seen it as well. That one, I don't think it's... Is that South Africa?
I believe it's a region called Bambanani.
Yeah, no, I see those registration numbers.
Sorry, Mr. President, may I just make observation here? The minister sitting here, Mr. Steenhuisen, where he lives near me, well, fairly near, where I live in the Western Cape. And I also live in the Eastern Cape, Northern Cape, Southern Cape. I own all the capes, even in the Middle Eastern Cape. I've got a vested interest there. Crime there is terrible. Our figures for a lot of my companies are sky high through the windscreen, which is what a lot of the crime is there happening on roads, and nothing happened there. And you're in charge of that. And we don't have anything that you do there. So it's not just on the farms. And I think we should be doing something there, and we're not. We should have Starlink for a start, and we should have drones.
Yes, Mr. Rupert. Yes, of course. And the wife and I will be over next week for dinner. Way to stick it to the whites. Listen, Mr. President, I think really we're not addressing some of the real problems in the country at the moment. Here, we're talking about this genocide. We've got a big crime problem. We need more, more staff. We're understaffed. Nothing to do with the genocide, of course. It's just that we need more policemen and it's people running the roads, and we need lifeguards and. I think as the Minister of Agriculture, I've just recently been to one of the greatest agricultural trade shows in the world. Honestly, so one of the greatest. And I think that from the EFF and MK, really, I think they're not part of me and Mr. Ramaphosa here. We've become good friends recently. We're trying to keep people like that out of Parliament. And I think that that we just there's a lot of time that needs to be put in, a lot of effort that honestly that Julius Malema is just
relax, John.
Okay,
Mr. President,
do we have any questions?
Mr. President, what about the jet you just got?
I'm sorry, it's a man from NBC. You're a terrible journalist. Let me tell you why.
But Mr. President,
you're a terrible journalist. I'll tell you why. First of all, you don't have what it takes to be a journalist. You're not smart enough.
No, I think we have an extra jet there that we can organize for you.
What kind of jet?
It's called a Quantum.
A Quantum is a different type of genocide. Now, to get back on topic, if you don't believe there's a genocide, I have some news clippings here.
No, I wanted us to discuss the trading.
Have a look here. This is a white couple who got murdered just last week. Another white couple who got murdered the day after. This is a white couple. They got murdered 3 times. Look at this one. It's not to do with murder, but it's very interesting. This is yet another one. So many of these.
No, Mr. President, you know, I see now, I recognize the company. This newspaper is called Daily Sun. Even us South Africans, we don't believe whatever they are saying. So they are always lying. Don't take this serious. There's no genocide in South Africa. You know what we have? White people, they know they're having their boerewors, they're having their white parties, they are drinking. Have you ever tasted brandy with Coca-Cola? Ask the 49 that came.
We have Sun Daily here as well. And thank you for that. But I have friends. I have friends who have told me, they said they had to leave South Africa.
No, man.
Otherwise, people were trying to kill them as they walked on the streets. They couldn't leave their houses because they would get outside. People would try to kill them. Must be true.
No, I think what I must say, you remember when you said I must practice golf?
Yes.
I did, and I'm very good now. If you have free time before I go back to South Africa, I actually brought you a 14 kg book of golf courses that we have in South Africa, funded by him.
Yep.
Our Mr.
We've all come a long way, you know, from where we were to where we are now. Even this used to be a young man here. Look at him now, sitting here, sitting here on the couch.
And he used to dance with that black goat we have
Right.
there.
Yeah, sorry to make
Yeah.
the reference to a couch that was completely unintended, Mr. President. But look how far some people have come. Even the golfers here. I'm not a golfer myself. I only went to play golf once. I arrived at the club, and a man approached me and said, "Would you like to play around with me?" And I gave up golf there and then. I've never been back. But
And he owns
we've
the
all
golf club.
progressed.
But I see you
We've
brought
had
some
progress.
great golfers.
You requested.
Didn't we come here to play golf?
Doesn't look like it. Mr. President Trump, I'm so sorry. We assure you as rich, privileged golf players that there's no genocide in South Africa.
No,
Show me your
genocide.
passport. Show me your passport.
This is Retief Goosen,
Passport.
Yes,
Based
the
on your
Goose.
passport.
yes.
Great putter. Great putter. He's a master. And of course, Ernie Els.
Mm.
Ernie Els, I love you. Big fan.
Yes.
My sister shares a nickname with you.
And he's still alive.
That was a better joke than you guys realized.
You see how eager he was to get his passbook out to show you some traditions just don't die.
Mm-hmm.
So these genocide things, when we sing shoot to kill, it's like our constitution says you can say, but you can't do. You get what I'm saying? We are more in the saying than in the acting. So as long as that guy is only singing, it's a freedom of speech.
But he had 100,000 people. That idiot.
Guess
all
what?
singing with him.
They didn't even vote for him. That's why his party, we even forgot. You know, see?
Right.
Me and my friend here were in GNU.
Now, I noticed you brought some black people with. Do you guys want to say anything? Do you have any questions?
Yes, Mr. President, I actually brought forward.
That is a really good point, and I appreciate it, but that's all we have time for. So thank you all for coming, and thank you. We'll talk trade later, okay? After the golf course. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, can I have my 49 white people back? Hello.
And check and mate.
Yeah, you're a moron. Don't worry, Julius is waiting for you there. I'll get him to deal with you.
Ball's in your court now. No Starlink for you.
You don't need that nonsense.
Trying to get 30%. Are you
Yeah.
crazy?
We're Vodacom. Yeah, don't come back to South Africa, you mother.
I've got rockets.